Good morning, everyone. My name is Rick Morera, and I welcome you back to my backyard jungle. It's Sunday, November 7th, and I spent the weekends, Friday and Saturday, in Krull-Smith Nurseries, Orchid Nursery in Apopka, and I just got back last night. So I wanted to do a short garden walk today, and then do a little haul of the plants that I bought there at the festival. There were a lot of vendors, and I spent a good amount of time just shopping around, and I got some really nice gifts and some really nice plants that I bought, and I'd like to share that with you guys. So let me just take you around a little bit. The weather has been a little bit chilly this time. It's about 65 degrees right now, and it's only supposed to reach like 69 today. And we woke up and it was 55 degrees, which is for Florida here in St. Petersburg. That's a little chilly for this time of year. I didn't move any of the plants, even the really tender orchids and Hoyas. They stayed out the whole time, so they look fine this morning. I don't think a few hours of 55, 54, 55 degree weather is going to affect them that much, or at least I hope not. So yeah, the philodendrons kind of do like it a little cooler. They're not stressing out too much over the heat. Just noticed that this Pomanii new leaf is unfurling. It's always very dramatic when it starts to unfurl. And I did actually pick up some really nice philodendrons this weekend, and I'll share that later on in the video with you guys. Some of the orchids are still in bloom from a few videos ago. This is a cherry baby that's been in bloom for like almost 3 weeks. And yeah, the yard is looking, it's looking good for this time of year. I'm not complaining. I haven't spent a lot of time doing much back here. I was preparing for the show. Yeah, so the garden has been taking care of itself. It rained really hard on Thursday night, I believe. Thursday and Friday it rained. So everything is pretty watered. And yeah, things are beginning to look settled in for the winter. We got the occultata that should have been in a greenhouse, but it looks pretty good considering it was 54 degrees. And the medinillifolia hasn't bloomed for me yet, but it looks content, and it was out here all night. Yeah, so they're pretty well watered, and they're getting some really nice bright sun today after a few days of heavy rain. So even the heliconia are still in bloom, and they look pretty cool. So yeah, let me not spend too much time and go over to the stand and do my haul video, because I did get quite a few plants. So let me go and do that. Hope you sit back and enjoy. And if you like this kind of video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I think this is about a year and a week that I've started this channel, and I appreciate every subscriber. So I'd like to keep doing this, and the more subscribers I get, the more enthusiastic I get about this channel. So please do that. I appreciate it. And this is the first plant that I bought on Thursday when I got there. Ecuagenera was there with orchids and philodendrons. And I saw this Bulbophyllum and I immediately had to have it. It was still closed, and it just opened up this morning. It's beginning to open up, as you can see. It's pretty stinky. It smells like kind of rotten fish. So it has that spike and this other spike here. It's also opening up, and this other spike here. And this is Bulbophyllum Rothschildiatum. or I don't know if I'm saying that right. And this was $35. So how can you pass this up? This incredibly, strangely beautiful flower and this size plant in bloom for $35. You cannot beat this deal. So I had to get it. And Patsy from North Georgia Hoyas was also a seller there, and she and I traded, and I got this Hoya from her. It's a pretty splashy, I believe it's called Krinkle Tinkle, but I see the tag in there is KT, so I'm assuming it's a Krinkle Tinkle. It's quite beautiful, has a lot of texture to the leaf, and it's pretty splashy, so that's one of the ones I got from Patsy. It's quite beautiful. And I like these carnosa hybrids because they are really, really easy to grow, and they grow pretty fast and with no special requirements, and they're quite beautiful. And I also got this one from Patsy. It's one of Susan's of Coco Ranch hybrid, and it's named after her daughter Crystal, and Crystal was there, so I got to meet her. And it's a pretty splashy Hoya crystal. You can see there. And this was a trade, like I said, with Patsy. And another one from Ecuagenera is this Anthurium, and I got it because the veining is pretty pronounced. It's a very textured leaf, and it had a newer leaf here, and you can see how shiny and beautiful it is. And this is Anthurium rotundi stigmatum. I've never even heard of it, but these leaves apparently get pretty big, and they're pretty showy, and it was pretty reasonable. I think this was $50, so couldn't pass this guy up. And from Coco Ranch, Susan gave me this Calistophylla. I believe it's called Calistophylla longleaf, but for me it looked quite distinct in its veining. It's quite a beautiful plant, and I showed interest in it, and she just picked it up and gave it to me. That's how generous she is. So yeah, that is a Calistophylla longleaf from Coco Ranch. And this guy here, as you can see, it was $35. It's a Bulbophyllum ping tongensis, and it's from Krull-Smith, and they have an amazing Bulbophyllum collection. And every time I'm there, I'm very tempted to add a few, and that's what I did this weekend. The flowers on this are quite stunning, and it really, really stinks. This is one of the stinkiest Bulbophyllums I've ever smelled. A lot of powerful scent on those two little flowers, and you can see the little tongue over there, the flower shaking away. Yeah, it's quite a very interesting looking flower, and for $35, and you have another spike over here. So yeah, I think this is a good deal, and I'm so happy to add it to my collection. And this guy here is Bulbophyllum enunctum, yellow. And I also got it at Krull-Smith, and it just started opening this morning. The colors are quite gorgeous for $25. Another one I had never seen before. It's quite beautiful, so I had to get it. Bulbophyllum enunctum. And from Ecuagenera, I got this Philodendron luxurians. Quite stunning, velvety looking leaf. And it looks a little red in the newer leaves in the back. So yeah, it was a really good price at $130. I've seen these on eBay for like at least $200 for just like a leaf or 2 leaves. So I was very excited to add this one to my collection. Philodendron luxurians. It's really, really, really nice. And this is a Hoya Sissy. It is named for Carol Noel in Hawaii. I think Sissy is her nickname. So this plant is doing really well. It has a new growth and it's well rooted. And I've never had it. I've had Sissy too, which I think is a sister seedling to this one, but so I'm really happy to add this one to my collection as well. And this orchid was given to me. It was a gift from Lighthouse Hoyas. They have a Instagram page where they sell some established plants and some starter plants, so check them out. So it's Lighthouse Hoyas. So they came by and bought some Hoyas for me, and they gave me this orchid that I had never heard of, and I don't even know what the flower looks like, but look at these leaves. Aren't they really stunning? The variegation on this orchid is really gorgeous, and it seems like it's not too much of a problem. It has 2 nice pseudobulbs there that probably keep it from you having to water it all the time. So I'm going to keep it in the greenhouse, and hopefully it'll bloom for me soon. So thank you, Lighthouse Hoyas. I think it was a few weeks ago I did a video on Philodendron pedatum variegated and how it's different from Florida Beauty. And one of my viewers and fellow Hoya collectors saw the video and asked me if I would like a Florida Beauty, and I was elated to have the opportunity to own one. And she brought it to me at the Krull-Smith sale. So now I have Florida Beauty and variegated pedatum side by side, and I will show you what differentiates them. So this is the variegated pedatum. The petioles are green. There's no sign of red anywhere. And you can see it's a little breezy this morning. I'm really careful. I don't want this one to break. And you can see the Florida Beauty has a fuzzy redness. I guess it gets that from one of the parents being the squamiferum. And I'm not totally sure about that, but that's what I think I've heard before. So that is the Florida Beauty. And you got to look. She gifted me this rooted cutting, and it's putting out a new growth. And look at this leaf. It's totally stunning. I don't know if the camera can do it justice. It has like these mint greens, all these different shades of greens, and almost a half moon look to this leaf. So this is, like, in my book, a perfect philodendron leaf. So I am so excited, and thank you, Christy, a million times over for gifting me this plant. So I have the 2 side by side. And to end the video, I wanted to add a couple of these Hoyas that I found today, sun stressing under the grow lights. and I wanted to share with you guys. So this is UT 223, and look at that. It's so stunning. And this is just, I think, 2 weeks under the grow light that I have, a T5, and it's about 4 or 5 feet from the lamp. So it's probably going to get more of a cranberry red the longer it sits, and I'm going to bring it closer to the lamp, and I'll keep you updated. So this is UT 223. This is LP4, which is a verticillata type, with RHM1, which is one of my rigida crosses that I did a long time ago. I'm trying to get very thick leaf Hoyas because to me that's really important. They require a lot less care and they seem to be more attractive to me. So I've been stressing this Hoya. It's under T5 light, about 5 feet from the lamp, and these seedlings are about a year old. I kind of like ignore them, and I should have been repotting them up, so they're definitely in need of being repotted. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you how seedlings can look pretty cool and sun stressed. And this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope you come back next Sunday. So you all have a great week, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.